Okay, you're going to love this. One of Shakespeare's classics is coming to the modern age, an adaptation of The Merchant of Venice. And it brings the play from the festivals of old onto the set of a late-night talk show, modernizing it.
Yeah, look at this video, though. It's actually from the show. It's been adapted and produced by award-winning director Igor Golyak and stars Emmy-nominated actor T.R. Knight. We welcome them both to the Good Day stage. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Before I get to you, T.R., Igor, I got to ask you this. You're reinterpreting Shakespeare as a late-night talk show with guys hanging upside down and bubble machines and puppets and all this kind of stuff. Where did this idea come from?
It's all in the text.
That was the original?
That is the original. The question is, what does it mean to be to have an original? What was original in Shakespeare's time and what was revolutionary in Shakespeare's time, what he revolutionized, is something that if we were to repeat what they did there, it would be just a museum piece. It wouldn't touch us. So how do we translate the themes of Shakespeare, what touches people then and now, and translate it to today's theatrical language. The language of Shakespeare is the same, but the theatrical language needs adaptation. The theatrical language needs to be recreated.
T.R., is that what drew you to this? Because this is obviously very different than most 400-year-old plays you see.
Yes, yeah. The Shakespearean bubble machines were just huge, so you can't get them. Yes, I think so. Seeing our class, which was, they did just, most of the company was in our class, and seeing that was, it was incredible. And so it excited me to join this. Me and another cast member joined the company that already existed for our class.
So it's not your first foray into theater. You've done that a bunch of times in New York?
Yes.
But this one is different.
Yeah.
Is there a certain amount of pressure? Who do you play in the play?
I play Antonio, who's the merchant who, Shylock, our, he is the one who, tries to cut a pound of my flesh. But it's just such a fascinating group of people. The actors are so imaginative, so inventive. The stage management team led by Kira Bowie and the running crew, it's just this group of people is so, I don't know, just the most hardworking, inventive group that I have been lucky to work with.
So, like, is it Shakespearean dialect? I mean, when we go there, like, are we going to have to work hard to understand everything?
It is Shakespeare's original language. We did add there is some ad-libbing. Well, there's a monologue that TR does in the beginning of the show to create the context.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit, TR?
Oh, yeah, see. But you saw me hanging upside down. That happens. That happens in the opening bit. I get caught up in a prop, and we get inverted.
The original is it's described in the first quarto as a comedy of where Shylock, with the extreme cruelty of Shylock the Jew, as described in the first, it's very anti-Semitic.
Right.
It's extremely.
How do you deal with that? Controversial.
We don't shy away from it. We actually expose. We expose the anti-Semitism of this play, and then there is a devastating ending. There's so we go full in on the comedy and the charisma of this group of people, of lovers, of good versus evil. We have Batman, we have Mission Impossible. They're saving each other, the good versus the bad, and then at the end you start to you start to understand or try to understand what is good and what is bad and how it's switched around.
Is this targeted for young people in particular to kind of get them into the theater?
Maybe.
Just with all the craziness. Because you don't think about that when you think Shakespeare.
Yeah, you don't. But they're people in love, and they say Shakespearean language, but they love each other, and they want to rescue the other person. So what does a rescue look like in a comedy-like world of today? It is Mission Impossible.
Right, okay.
But it's also exciting, because the language, it can sound like it, we were talking before, like it can sound like it was written yesterday. It can be that immediate. It doesn't have to be this stuffy, dust-covered, it can be vibrant and new and engaging, and that's the goal. That's the thing that is so fascinating to chase with Shakespeare.
All right, I'm going to try to get you out of my mind from Grey's Anatomy and just be like, okay, TR, I'm going to see you.
Here's the issue, though. That show was 20 plus years ago when you were on. He still looks the same.
You
No,
do.
that's not true.
Yes, you do.
You're very kind. But I see the wrinkles.
All right, so how can we see the show?
Yes.
You can see the show at Classic Stage Company. We're running through December 22nd, I believe.
Down in East Village.
Yes, and TR is incredibly funny and very tragic at the end. It's just incredible role.
Okay.
Everyone's
We
just
will see it just before the holidays.
I love it.
Thank you so much for both of you for joining us today, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.